It took a brother to get the job done. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. This evening, I'm profiling and talking about the general manager of the Huston Astros, who led his team to win the MLB championship. And exactly who is Dusty Baker and who is this African American general manager? He was born Johnny B. Dusty Baker Jr. on the 15th of June of 1949, and he is the baseball manager and former outfielder who was the manager of the Huston Astros in Major League Baseball. He previously played in the MLB for 19 seasons, most notably with the Los Angeles Dodgers. During his Dodgers tenure, he was a two-time All-Star, won 2 Silver Slugger Awards and a Gold Glove Award, and became the first NLCS MVP, which he received during the 1977 National League Championship Series. He also made 3 World Series appearances, winning 1 in 1981. When he played for the Huston Astros, they have him as number 12, he's the outfielder and manager. So I told you he was born on the 15th of June of 1949. He's 73 years of age from Riverside, California. He batted right and threw right. And he made his MLB debut on September 7th, 1968 for the Atlanta Braves. His last MLB appearance was October 4th, 1986 for the Oakland Athletics. And I want to talk about his MLB statistics through the 2022 season. The batting average was .278, home runs 242, runs batted in, check it out, 1,013, managerial record 2,093 1,790. Winning is at .53%. And as a player, he played for the Atlanta Braves from 1968 to 1975, Los Angeles Dodgers from 1976 to 1983. He played for the San Francisco Giants from 1984, the Oakland Athletics from 1985 to 1986 as a manager. He was the manager for San Francisco Giants from 1993 to 2003, for the Chicago Cubs 2003 to 2006. He also was the manager for the Cincinnati Reds from 2008 until 2013, for the Washington Nationals 2016, 2017, and presently he became the manager for the Huston Astros 2020 until the present. He was also the manager for the San Francisco Giants from 1988 to 1992. And I want to talk about Dusty Baker's highlights here. He's a 2-time All-Star, 1981-1982, 2-time World Series champion, 1981 to 2022. He was the NLCS MVP in 1977. He won the Gold Glove Award in 1981, a 2-time Silver Slugger Award, 1980 and 1981, 3 times NL Manager of the Year, 1993, 1997, and the year 2000. After retiring as a player, Baker served as the manager of the San Francisco Giants from 1993 to 2002, the Chicago Cubs from 2003 to 2006, the Cincinnati Reds from 2008 to 2019, and Washington Nationals from 2016 to 2017. He served as the manager of the Astros, currently, as I stated, from 2020. Baker is the first MLB manager to reach the playoffs and win a division title with 5 different teams, having accomplished both feats with each team he managed. He won the 2022 World Series with the Astros. Kudos. Now you know it. In addition, 2 appearances with the Giants in 2002 and the Astros in 2021. And he is the 9th manager to win pennants in both the American and National Leagues. Baker ranks 9th in MLB managerial wins and has the most wins among African American managers. Among the 4 major sports leagues in North America, Baker is the oldest manager to win a championship. And also, let me tell you something else. He He interviewed with the Philadelphia Phillies to become their GM, but they didn't want him. Big mistake. That's Philadelphia for you. I'm from Philly, so I'll say it. So Baker grew up in Riverside, California as the oldest of 5 children. He earned the nickname Dusty from his mother because of his propensity for playing in a dirt spot in the backyard. His father worked as an Air Force sheet metal technician at Norton Air Force Base. Baker played a variety of sports growing up, describing basketball as his very first love while also playing sports such as baseball. With his father being coach for Little League, although he did not stop the elder Baker from kicking his son off of teams because of his tantrums. When the young Baker wanted to quit baseball and have a paper route, his father told him that he did not raise a son who was a quitter, and as a way to try to encourage him to spin his attitude into a positive direction, in 1963, when Dusty was 14 years old, the Baker family moved to the Sacramento area near McAllen Air Force Base. Baker grew up as a fan of the Los Angeles Dodgers and described Tommy Davis as his hero, but the signing of Bobby Bonds in 1968 made him a fan of the San Francisco Giants. Baker excelled in baseball, basketball, football, and track in Del Campo High School near Sacramento, California, and he was inducted into the Sac Joaquin section of Hall of Fame class in 2010 for his play at Del Campo. As such, he was offered a basketball scholarship by Santa Clara University. His father was so committed to his son going to college that he went around and told scouts that his son would go to college and play either football or basketball, as opposed to them wasting a draft pick on Baker. The one scout who saw something in Baker was Bill White, as he knew the situation between Baker and his family, which had seen his father and mother go through a divorce that worried Baker about potentially being a burden to his parents. He was drafted by the Atlanta Braves in the 1967 amateur draft, despite his prayers to not play in the Deep South. Can you blame him? On June 19 of that year, the Braves tasked Hank Aaron to try and influence Baker to sign with the team, with Aaron promising to both Baker and his mother Christine that he would take care of Baker as if he was his own son, while guaranteeing that Baker would be in the major leagues or the majors before his college class graduated. Baker decided to sign with the team to the anger of his father, who sued to nullify the contract and the $15,000 signing bonus, which led to a decision with the state of California, appointed a trustee over his finances until his 21st birthday. Baker did not speak to his father for 3 years, nor reconcile for a few years after that. Seeing how his finances were invested softened Baker's perception of his father, along with inspiring him to become a stockbroker for a time later in life. Who would have thunk it? Well, this is a lot to talk about when it comes to Baker, so let me continue before my break. As an outfielder, Baker played his first baseball games in the Texas League in Austin in the AA classification, playing 9 games in 1967. He then played with the Western Carolinas League and the Florida State League, mostly in the former, before playing 6 games in the majors the following year. It was also during the year that Baker would serve as a Marine Corps Reserve in motor transport mechanics, as suggested by the team. He would do so for 6 years. He made his debut as a call-up on September 7, 1968 against the Huston Astros. He went 0 for 1, and he appeared in 5 other games that year and collected 2 hits. He played in the minors for most of the next 3 seasons, playing just 45 games for the Major League's Braves during that time, while battling over 300 for the AAA Richmond Braves in 1970 and 1971. Finally, Baker made the roster for opening day in 1972. To get a true start to his major league career, he played in 127 games while battling a .321 third best in the National League. With 143 hits, 17 home runs, and 76 runs batted in RBI, he received votes for the most valuable player, finishing 22nd. It was during the 1970s that Baker played for the Yaquis de Obregon of the Mexican Pacific League in the offseason, stating it was the toughest league that he ever played in professionally. The following year, he would play in 159 games, a career high, and batted .288 while collecting 174 hits with 101 runs, 21 home runs, and 99 runs batted in with 24 stolen bases. Because the latter two were career heights, he played 2 further seasons with the Braves, batting over 225 in each as the center fielder. But it was a moment on April 8, 1974 that earned him a place in history. On that day, Baker batted 5th in the lineup behind Hank Aaron. In the 4th inning, with Baker on deck, Aaron hit a shot to the left field off Al Downing for his 715th home run to pass Babe Ruth in career home runs. After expressing a desire to be traded upon the closure of the 1975 season, Baker was traded on November 7, 1975, along with Ed Goodson to the Los Angeles Dodgers for Lacey, Tom P. Searick, Jerry Royster, and Jimmy Wynn. Dusty Baker, the general manager for the world champion Houston Astros. To be continued. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender, never quit.